Previously on Backpack Battles. With Backpack Battles full 1.0 release, maybe you are looking to get back into the game. The devs have added a slew of new items and balance along the way, but also a ton of great features. While 1.0 will include even more new things, here are some of the biggest changes you may have missed. If you haven't played since the demo, Early Access introduced two new classes: Pyro, which is based around heat, and the Berserker, who is based around a rage mechanic. Additionally, each class now has 5 subclasses instead of the original 3. About a month later was the introduction of badges. These are uniques that you will usually see in the early game and allow you to see items from the other classes. So, if you're playing Ranger, you can get a Reaper badge and have access to their items such as cards, Unhealing, and Scythe. These make for some powerful and fun combinations. About 2 months later was the introduction of amulets. While this is just another item, they are quite impactful. You will buy the unidentified amulet and receive one of these 7. They are quite strong and, more importantly, can enable whole builds. The best example is the food amulet, which allows you to buy food items from each class. Next was the addition of secondary class bags. So each class has 2 options to choose from. Ranger's bag is healing focused, Reaper's focuses on weapons, Pyro has a fun one that lets you offer items in exchange for random items, and the Berserker bag slows down weapons while increasing their damage, and also adjusts Rage's activation timing. This also introduced dice into the game, where you will get a random bag, class, and starting items. This is important because you can get some pretty strong combinations, and is generally the preferred method for players to start with nowadays. A huge change was the introduction of skills on round 4 and 10. Skills do a myriad of different things, but like amulets, can enable certain builds. Some skills will only show up on 4 or 10, some both, and some are class or item specific. They are a great way to give your board some direction. My personal favorite addition was the history feature. This shows all of your previous boards and even lets you replay them against the current pool of players. I'd assume this will be wiped with full release, but this is such a great addition. The devs went out of their comfort zone and added a synchronous lobby option. These are timed games where you can play with friends where you will fight in real time. You can also adjust things like gold amount, unique chances, etc. If you're interested in a sandbox mode, they also added custom games where you can take these adjustments to the extreme. Lastly, the devs recently increased the base gold per round by +1. It looks like this change is here to stay. It makes for some fun, strong boards, so enjoy your extra spending allowance. As I said, the devs have added tons of items in the past year, as well as balance changes, and I won't cover them all here, especially since they are certainly adding a bunch more with the full release. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And enjoy all of the great new things Backpack has to offer.